How do you calculate the circumference of a circle? You calculate the circumference of a circle using one of two formulas. C equals 2 pi r, or C equals pi d. These formulas follow directly from the definition of pi, which states that pi equals circumference divided by diameter, or just C over d. Let's solve this equation with respect to C. First, multiply both sides of the equation by the diameter, d. As d over d equals 1, you end up with pi times d equals c. Or c equals pi times d, or just pi d. The diameter, d, equals the radius, r, times 2. So the formula for the circumference of a circle can also be written c equals pi times 2 times r, or just 2 pi r, which explains the two formulas introduced at the beginning of the video. If you know the diameter or the radius, that's the only variable you need to calculate the circumference of a circle. As long as you remember that d equals 2r, you only need to memorize one of the formulas, but it's smart to know both. Now, let's look at an example of how to calculate the circumference of a circle. In this circle, the diameter is 9. If you insert 9 into the formula c equals pi d and use 3.14 instead of pi, you find that c is about equal to 3.14 times 9, which is 28.26. When using this formula, you only have to replace pi with 3.14, d with the length of the diameter, and then multiply. It's that simple. Let's look at a final example. This time you want to find the circumference of a circle with a radius of 10. In this example, you know the radius, so you use the formula c equals 2 pi r. Now replace pi with 3.14 and r with 10, which leaves you with a circumference that approximately equals 2 times 3.14 times 10, which is 62.8. When using this formula, you only have to replace pi with 3.14 and r with the length of the radius. Then you multiply just like before. Again, it's just that simple. Remember to learn these formulas by heart. They show up all over the place in math, and they'll also be very handy throughout your life. You calculate the circumference of a circle using these formulas. C equals 2 pi r, or C equals pi d.